Hope you are doing well today. In this video, we will discuss the logic of Boggle Game, its implementation, and an automatic Boggle Game solver code in Python. Boggle is a game where alphabets are placed in a grid and a person tries to make usable words from these alphabets. The rules are very simple. 1. You can't go back to the previous tile. 2. You can move vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. 3. You can make as many words as you want as long as they are in a dictionary. To make this game in a computer, you need a text file with a 2D grid of letters, a valid dictionary of letters, and finally, a good algorithm to solve this board and produce meaningful words. So let's dive in. The first thing considered while making the Boggle solver algorithm is to break the work down into smaller bits and reusable definitions. To start off, the first thing to consider is to import the board into the program. For this, there is the load board function. Load board function works by taking in a text file, reading it and breaking it down into a 2D list. The identifiers used here are \n character and the space character. The list returned is a 2D list of chars. Next, is the print board function. The print board function takes in a 2D list and prints it out line by line with spaces to represent a grid of chars representing a Boggle board. The dimensions of the board are the same of the length of the list and the length of individual list elements. Furthermore, we have the possible moves function. This function takes in an index in the board position and returns a list of possible moves that come with the index. This function is important as we have to make sure that out-of-bound error should occur while using the indexes in further definitions. The main logic for this operation is to consider all possible scenarios that occur for an index. I have identified 8 of them. They are corner cases, corner edges, and everything in the center. Legal moves is a simple function that takes in 2 lists and returns the difference between them. It is mostly used for possible moves and the path already taken for traversing the array. The import dictionary function is similar to load board function such that it can take in a text file and return a list of words from the file. The separator used here \n character. The tempdict function is used for taking in the dictionary and a character and returning only those words from the dictionary with that character as the first letter. An example is if character is A, it will return all a word from the dictionary. The index letter definition is a function that takes in a board, a list of legal moves and a character. The idea of this function is to tell the user if the char is present in the list of legal moves or not. This is sort of a helper function to the find words function. The find words function is used to traverse the whole board of indexes and return all the words found in a list. It also returns the number of moves it took for the operation. The logic behind this algorithm is as follows. 1. Go through each index one by one. 2. For each index check the list of possible words in the dictionary. 3. For each word, break it down into a character list. 4. Find if the character is there in the list of legal moves at that index. 5. If a word is formed, add it to the dictionary. 6. Increment the number of moves accordingly. 7. Stop when you reach the last index and finish the above steps. The scoreboard function is useful. Take the output from the find words function, mainly the list of words formed by the board, and transform it into useful information for the user to read. It first calculates the length of each individual words and group them accordingly. It will then print out the number of 2-letter words, 3-letter words, and so on. It will also print all the alpha list of words along with the number of moves and the time taken for the operation. The operation function is the main hub of the algorithm. It uses all the above functions and puts it together. The operation function works as follows. 1. Load board function stored to board. 2. The import dictionary function stored to dictionary. 3. The print board function used to print the board. 4. The find words function stored to words. 5. A print statement to print the number of moves along with the time taken to process the results. 6. The list of alpha words list. Finally, the main function used to parse information from the console to the operations function. An example of a command line function to be typed looks like this. So, we are all set. This is a short explanation of how this Boggle algorithm works. In the next video, I will show a demonstration of this algorithm working.